What do drive-ins, protein shakes, and Marilyn Monroe have in common? They all date back to the 1950s. On today's Supplement Saturday, I want to do something different. I want to kick back and I want to talk about the protein shake. What is it? Why do we carry these around? Why do we shake these up, drink them? What's in it? The whole reason bodybuilders and people that are into fitness have an assimilation for the protein shake. I remember reading in Arnold Schwarzenegger's bodybuilding encyclopedia 10 years ago, so I'm dating myself here, we're going back 10 years, and reading what Arnold's specific protein shake was. He took a thermos, put a bunch of eggs in there, half a cup of milk. It's a legit amino and protein filled shake, and this is what he would carry around. Today things are modernized and we're carrying around shaker cups and we have whey protein. I use ISO whey protein. I want to cover the history of the shakes. Let's go back to the 1950s. Bodybuilding was a very small niche subculture. It seems like today you can go to any gym and find an extremely shredded physique. Well, that just wasn't the case back in the 1950s. They were still oddities. Basics of the shake were bodybuilders knew that in order to raise muscle mass and definition, they had to increase protein. One of the first protein powders back on the market in those days was called HI-PROTEEN. It was made from soy flour, and legend has it the taste was horrible. So anybody that's complaining about your shake today, I'm sure that stuff was way worse. In the 50s, early 60s, there was virtually no research on amino acids. We didn't have all the high-end science floating around that we got today. Protein shakes were just sold as a cheap source of raw muscle-building nutrients. As protein shakes evolved in the late 60s, casein protein emerged. Also, egg protein products started to become readily available in the market. It wasn't toward the late 80s, early 90s that things really started to change and evolve into what we kind of have going on now. In the early 90s, Metrex came on the scene. They were the ones that were kicking out the protein bars, shakes, everything like that. As the ball got rolling on that from a production standpoint, 1993, whey protein really busted out on the scene. But get this, the use of whey actually dates all the way back to 6000 BC. It wasn't until the early 90s when this was popularized for weight training. So you're probably taking shakes, you're probably throwing your own protein shake together, maybe building one out based on what your nutrient intake should be. And what I've noticed is with a lot of my friends, people that I train, my clients, it comes down to preference. What you like, how well you know your body, what your plan should be. For example, the shake that I'm using right now, I've got 2 scoops of ISO protein, 1 cup of oats, and 5 grams of creatine. And that's great for a baseline lean mass gaining shake. You got your carbs, you got creatine, and you got your protein. So is the 30-minute window legit? Do you need to take the protein shake within 30 minutes after your training? There's a lot of different schools of thought on that. It's been referred to as the anabolic window. A recent study from the International Society of Sports Nutrition stated when it comes to building lean muscle, protein timing really isn't a factor. My preference, I still like to get it in within that 30-minute window because it also helps me with my meal timing throughout my day. But according to that new study, it won't kill your gains if you miss that shake. Hope you enjoyed that brief history of the protein shake. It's always fun to talk about how industry trends and things got started. Let me know your opinion, what you like to do shake-wise. Hit me up in the comments. Give me a like if you dig this video. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't done so already. Next week, I'm going to cover my top 3 scams. And if we don't talk sooner on Snapchat, Facebook Messenger, or email, I'll see you on next week's Supplement Saturday.